why it is so hard to do a triple-double here in Europe in general, in the EuroLeague as well, compared to the NBA.
Okay, I can give you multiple reasons. Number one, let's focus on rebounding, right? Rebounding is really tough because there's no defensive 3 seconds, which means that the fives and the fours can just sit in the paint and constantly be in that position to go get the rebounds. You're usually taught the guard to be ready for the outlet. So it's really difficult for guards to get those 10, 11 rebounds with those bigs already down there. They're athletic, they're long, and with you usually in a position to get the outlet or to push tempo. So that's reason number one, that spacing. With that, the lead defensive 3 seconds, that keeps the paint open. It allows guards to be able to come in there and sneak and get some boards. And with the emphasis on 3-point shooting, there's not a lot of classical big men in the NBA. So a lot of those fives and fours are on the perimeter on the 3-point line. It's a lot easier to run in and get a rebound when you don't have to fight with 7 foot, 6'10", 6'9". So that's the rebounding one. Number two, for assists, their assists are not like our assists. We actually create a basket for a person. My brother's in the lead. There's no shade, but I know the NBA assists. I watch games. I'll see the highlights when they'll be like somebody had 15 assists, and I'll watch, and it will be like pump fake, jab, pump fake, jab, tween cross, step back, up, under, boom, assist. And I just don't understand, like, you created that shot. So the assist is the reason, and also your ball control. In Europe, a lot of offenses are more equal opportunity. So yes, Cody is the point guard. He's going to have the ball. Yes, I'm a point guard. I'm going to have the ball, but the two's also going to have the ball. He plays with a guy who's one of the top scorers in the EuroLeague, who's coming off pin down, stagger, shooting the ball, playing one-on-one. He's really good in isolations to find his 3-point shot. Those type of players are going to have the ball in their hands as well. So in the league, there's probably 2 guys who are going to have the ball the majority of the game. And on the really good teams, there's 3 guys, and everybody else is just a spot-up shooter. I'm not saying they don't have the capacity to create or do stuff, but that's not their role. Where in Europe, it's more like it's a balance. And any night, that's why you could see a random person any night scoring 20, or you could see a star player who normally averages 17, 18. You could see him having 6 and the team winning. Like, that just really doesn't happen in the league often, because they're just going to shoot until they get their average. Whether that's 25 shots, 5 for 25, they're going to keep shooting. And then the points are the easier part. To get 10 points, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm a scorer, so people might say, like, I'm saying it's easy, but you can find it. Let's say you hit 1 3-point shot. Let's say you get 1 transition layup. Let's say you a guard, right? You come off the screen, 1 floater off the pick and roll. You already at 7. That's not counting free throws and a bonus, doing what you got to do. Like, there's a way formula scoring. So I think it's easy to get one of those categories if you focus on it, but it's hard. And then the third thing is the amount of minutes in the game. 48 minutes in NBA game, 40 in Europe. Player usage, usually if you're on a EuroLeague team, if you're the key guy, you're going to be in that 28 to 31 minute range. Whereas in the league, the key guy is probably in that 35 to 38 minute range. And if you're in a Spanish team or, a team with a deep roster, now you're probably going to be talking about 23 to 26 minutes. So it's really tough to fulfill all those stats in that short period of time. And then if you look at the fourth thing, it's the pace of play. In the NBA, there's a lot of early shots, a lot of 2-for-1s, a lot of pushing the tempo, a lot of quick shots. They put the emphasis on sometimes shooting within 8 seconds. Whereas in Europe, we're running more sets. It's a lower scoring game, a lot of gritty grind. I know the Spanish league runs, but it's physical. They're playing defense. They're doing certain things. They're looking for, obviously, the best possible shot. But sometimes in the league, the best possible shot might not be a great shot, but the player is just so special and he's a max guy. He's allowed to shoot that shot. Where at Europe, you could be the guy, but there's only so many shots you can shoot before the coach is like, all right, enough.
Calm down.
Enough.
And I think that's